Welcome to Project 308. My name is Lou Trottier, and that right there is my 1978 Ferrari 308 GTS that I'm restoring for you right in front of your eyes. Let's go check it out and get into it right now. Alright, this little trim piece, this little trim bezel, it goes right here. And it is on my no longer available list. I have one that's kind of okay, kind of broken. I think I might be able to replicate this in 3D print land. So, gonna give that a try, see what I can come up with. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you haven't missed me too much. Let's dive right in. After taking my rudimentary measurements, I head into Fusion 360 to try and create a two-dimensional sketch, followed by a three-dimensional object where I send it off to my 3D printer. And of course, I'm a dumbass right off the bat because I kept having failed prints.
Did you ever notice that? How many really stupid people you run into during the day?
Yeah, that's pretty much me. But I finally got it right once I selected the correct material. Just don't tell anybody, it took me an hour to figure that out. Alright, here's my first version. Not too far off, but this is too tall right there. Gonna have to cut that down. Chamfer is close, but it's a little bit too big. Let's go try and fit it on the car. Moving on to version 2. Version 1 right there, and version 2, you can see I've thinned that down about 1.5 millimeters, and I've thinned these walls down as well. I can't make this any thinner, so I'm going to end up shaving a little bit off here just to be able to get that through. I do have to put these little ridges on the side there now. I often wonder, what if Enzo had a 3D printer? These 4 are the attempts to fine-tune it. This one here has a certain amount of flexibility, probably because it's broken. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take a little bit off here, about 1/16 of an inch right there, just to make it a bit thinner so I can squeeze that through there. I can't see that making any kind of difference in life to the actual operation of the car, and being able to get that through there easier instead of scratching my car, and seems like a worthwhile endeavor to me. Spending hours trying to be as careful as I possibly can around this paint, it's very fatiguing, just in case you were wondering. Okay, so my trial fit is done. Let's take it back off and make a cable for it. Okay, taking a look inside the door. So right there is the lever. So if I go like that, close the latch, stick my hand up in here and push that. Okay, so from here to here, a cable has to run from the top to the bottom, and that cable is no longer available, and we have to make a cable to go from the top to the bottom. Ouch! I hate when that happens. Damn it. One of the two pieces I could actually get. This little rubber ding-dong right here. It's not really going in there. Let's see if it works. Let's hope so. Oh, look at that. Well. I am really happy with the way that turned out. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Alright, so I gotta take it back out again because while the handle and the door is unlocking, the cable is still a bit too tight for the lock to work. It needs to drop down about another 1/8 of an inch for the lever to swing out far enough to allow the locking mechanism to engage. So let's go do it one more time. Procedure is a fairly big pain because in order for me to get to that screw to hold it, you gotta take the lock out. And right there, where the lock is biting into the thing, it's chipping the paint. It's underneath the lock, but I'm gonna have to touch that up again right now. Now that lever needs to come down enough so that when the lock is engaged, which is that right there, that will block it. And because that cable was just a smidgen too tight, it was stopping it from, it was not quite going that far. There we go. Unlock the door. There, okay. Bolt that back in now. While these motors are out, I took the liberty of ordering a kit, window accelerator kit, simply because they're out, they're easy to get to. Rodney Dickman Automotive right there. Nice packaging, nice little accessories there. It's kind of thought of everything. The circuit on this car has a ground point that is far away from the motor. When you want the window to go one way, put positive there, negative there, and then when you want the window to go down or up, reverse direction, it switches over and the negative and the positive switch. The problem, as I understand it, is that the ground point is so far away from the motor that it causes a voltage drop across 2 points. The motor slows down. The purpose of these kits, from what I understand, is they've just got a switching transistor in them. Each gray wire connects to, doesn't matter which one, and then you find a ground point there, and then this supplies a ground nearby to whichever circuit happens to need the ground at that particular moment. So I think this is going to go on pretty easy. I'm going to try and mount that right to there somehow. Quite haven't figured out yet. Attach that all and tie that up nice. Attach that to the body right there. And let's go ahead and do that and then try putting it back in the car. Now, me being me, I would normally solder these sort of connections. But the kit that he provided, the connectors in it are so sweet, I decided to use them instead. You know, try not to be a dumbass and follow instructions, right? Alright, so I've moved it from here to here. I know it might be a little tight to get in there, but I think once it's up there, it's the better spot for it. And so begins the quest to figure out the cable routing. Not a terribly big deal, but, you know, kind of a pain. I mean, look at these in-the-door angles. I mean, who else on YouTube gives you in-the-door action as it's happening? Yeah, me. That's who, me. I think that deserves a subscribe, right? I just cut the tie wrap that, if you watched last episode, I used to hold the cable tight in the motor.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
And of course, I've got it routed wrong. It's twisted. Let's start over again. Well, you got no place better to be, right? Ah, minor setback. Alright, so I've just checked the other side. I think it's original. I mean, it definitely double checked everything to make sure that this side is exactly like that side. And it would appear that everything has worked out okay. The cable is the right length. Yeah, I'm feeling good about it. The light that turns on when you open the door, well, the wiring is kind of in the way, so I'm just going to run it real quick. Get it out of the way. The quarter glass, also seen in last episode, is going in now, and it doubles a purpose as the front window guide. Once again, careful, Lou. Don't screw up.
Yeah, 30 seconds. I just want to get this in so it stays where it needs to stay.
The moment of truth is here. We're going to check to see if the cables are wound properly. I got my little booster pack there, 12 volts, going to hook up to the motor and try reversing it back and forth and see if I got it correctly or not. Let's just set this down right here, tripod, sideways. Okay. So So while I'm here, I'm going to test to make sure that the module I put in, I grounded it to the back of here. I'm just going to test it while I'm here to make sure that the connector is making a good ground, that little eyelet. I'm going to assume these are all going to the switch up here. For the moment, I'm going to make a big assumption that these are my wires that go to there. I don't know which one is which, but I will have to kind of hook it up for now and figure it out. These are obviously not factory. Somebody's been playing. We're just going to make it work right now. I'm going to get them hooked up, and later on we'll figure out if I've got it in the right direction, right orientation.
I sprayed some stuff too.
Hey, the perks of being beside the bathroom. Yay me.
It was so bad that Ferrari screamed and tried to get back in the ball.
Look who's here. Say hi, Terry. Everybody misses you, Terry.
I watched one or two of your videos the other day.
Oh, you actually had some spare time now that you're retired. All right, pal. Having never taken out a glass out of one of these, I'm going to be guessing at it, but I'm going to assume that there's a pinch bolt there.
I do indeed watch my old videos when I need a quick refresher. They actually come in quite handy, quite often. It's a pretty simplistic system, isn't it? Well, I guess it gets the job done, so who's complaining? Yeah, but that's it. 2 washers pinch the cable and lift the glass.
All right, now I got the tough part because the back one, the back glass retainer is actually not that hard to get to, but the front one is gonna be really difficult. And now when I was looking at the video, I realized that when I took it out, there was actually a large hole here. If you remember, I repaired that hole on another video. I'll link it right there, but if you want to see it. But like I said, somebody has put some big speakers in here, and that's going to be tough. I don't know if I'm going to be able to videotape that one. All right, so looking at this one right here, we can see that nut has a special nut there, which kind of pulls out the cable attachment point. But on the front side, you can see that specialty bolt is missing, or a specialty nut is missing. So what's trying to happen is that cable is going to be pulled in a bit too much. So what they had done before is they had an extra nut there. The window is in. I don't know if it works properly, but I think it does. What do you think? Slide tripod over here. All right. Alright, so I'm going to assume you've had enough for this episode. Thank you once again for watching, subscribing, commenting, all of the above, and liking. Yeah, liking. Hopefully it won't be 5 weeks before my next video, as I've shot some of the video already. I actually had a little bit of surplus video, and I didn't want to include it in this one because I didn't want like a 40-minute video. So hopefully next video within 2 weeks. I hope. Thanks. Bye.